All right, here's an interesting story today. A 15-year-old arrested on murder charges in fatal shooting of a Chicago post worker. Once again, you got teenagers with guns, minors with guns, that is. A 15-year-old boy has been arrested in connection to this summer's fatal shooting of a mother and postal worker who was killed on the job in Chicago's police confirmed. Police confirmed this week. We in Chicago, nigga! The teen, who has been taken into custody in Iowa on Monday, is charged with felony first-degree murder in the shooting of a postal worker, Octavia Redmond, Chicago police told. Redmond, who was 48 years old, was found fatally shot July 19th on her route in the city's West Pullman neighborhood, according to the information from the police and the coroner's office. A motive in the killing was not provided by the police. Chicago police said investigators used footage from Chicago. Footage from Chicago. I don't know why this keeps skipping. There you go. They used footage from Chicago. They used footage from the police and private cameras to identify the teen and trace his movement before and after the shooting. I apologize. This page keeps scrolling for some reason. See, there it goes. Investigators who also received an anonymous tip identifying the suspect, and after this week, are searching for the other people of interest in the case. It was said today is not naming the teen because he is a minor. Well, that doesn't matter. Officials said this shooting took place in late morning on July 19th while Redmond was on her route. They named the victim, but not the young suspect now. The shooting suspect got out of a stolen white Dodge Durango. Was he the passenger or the driver? Approached Redmond and shot her multiple times at close range, then fled in the vehicle. Well, he was the driver, the U.S. Postal Service reported. Redmond later died at the hospital. The suspect vehicle was found by the police the following day, the USPS wrote in the news release. Redmond was a wife and mother and is remembered as a staple of the postal customers she served. A Postal Service news release Tuesday. We hope this brings the Redmond family some semblance of relief. There's no place for this type of senseless violence, Ruth M. Mendonca, inspector in charge of the Chicago division of the USPS, said in a statement. When members of our postal family are targeted, postal inspectors will not rest until justice is delivered on behalf of the victims, their families, and our postal community. This arrest is the first step in securing justice for Mrs. Redmond. The victim's husband, Demetrius Redmond, great, it had to be black. It had to be a black woman that's a victim of this senseless murder. Anyway, her husband, Demetrius Redmond, created a fundraiser to help her family with the funeral expenses. The Redmond family is devastated by the tragic loss of the queen of our family. Her husband wrote on the page, proceeds will go in honor of Octavia and directly to her family in efforts to cope with our grief and funeral expenses. Man. As of Wednesday, nearly $8,000 of the $12,000 goal have been donated to the fundraiser. That's sad. The teen arrested in Chicago postal workers he's doing in court November 1st. According to a news release from Chicago police, his agency, with help from U.S. Marshals, arrested the teen in Cedar Rapids. The boy was extradited to Chicago, where he has been charged as a juvenile. The Cook County State Attorney Office confirmed NBC News. The outlet reported the teen's next court appearance is November 1st. USA Today has reached out to the prosecutor's office. As this is an ongoing investigation, we continue to urge the public to call us with any additional information they may have that will help us identify and locate other responsible suspects. And said the postal inspector Spencer Block told US. Yeah. Anyone with information about the case is asked to contact Chicago Police at cpdtip.com or the USPS 24/7 confidential hotline 877-876-2455. So, man, that's horrible, man. Once again, you got unruly ass teenagers carrying murder weapons, senselessly killing victims that ain't done anything to them, and yet they just gonna try him as a juvenile. His ass better be lucky they didn't try him as an adult, but they should. I mean, instead of him being charged as a juvenile, you know where he should go?
Lock his ass up! Lock his ass up! You're going to jail! You're going to jail!